Hi guys, Tutankamon here. Welcome to another one of my benchmarking videos. Continuing my CPU based benchmarking videos on the GTX 1070 paired with my old Core i7-860. In this video I'm going to test a notoriously badly threaded game Grand Theft Auto 4. This video is recorded on an external recorder as always at 60 frames per second, so what you will see in this video will be pure performance. The 860 is overclocked to 4 GHz. Let me push it a bit. There we are. The system comes with 12 GB of memory, and the graphics card is a G.Skill GTX 1070 made by KFA2. It is the AX model. Latest forks were installed, and it is also a little overclocked in order to reach 2 GHz of core clock. Now for this benchmark I'm going to use a custom gameplay session, not the built-in benchmark. It's not very good for this game. I'm going to use fraps to collect frame rate data. We will see the basic result in this file and some analysis and the comparison with my 2500K later on at the end of the video. So where is the executable? Too many icons. These are the games that I'm going to benchmark. There it is. For the GTX 1070 with the i7-860, and after that hopefully a newer CPU. Options first, 1080p resolution of course, and everything is maxed out, but this is not something that the 1070 cannot do. This will mostly be a CPU based benchmark, because no matter what kind of graphics card you have for this game, it is the CPU that matters the most.
Daddy's back, you bitches! Daddy's back, you bitches!
I'm going to skip the initial cutscene.
Drive us
Okay.
to our place on Mohawk. He's
The
just
game
up
is
the
loaded.
road. I'll
I'm
let you
starting the
know when we're
benchmark.
there.
Why don't you show me around the city?
Fucking terrorists!
What?
Terrorists! There's been a big scare and you can't go across the bridges so good. You without the visa, I would stay in Broker. Fucking stay in Hove Beach. Everyone like us does. Nico, you ever had two women at once? Four big titties to be playing with? Мисля съм да че умрати и оттичи рай, човече!
Не мога да кажа. Да, имам.
Cousin, it's been too long. You should have come out earlier. Think of all the girls you've been missing out on.
Our country has women too.
Yes, but only locals. Here we have white, black, the Puerto Ricans and the Asians, Europeans on vacation, scared Canadians, bored housewives from the Midwest. Every possible choice. The city is like a big udder milk and ice cream shop. 36 flavors of titty. Half Beach is a little corner of Eastern Europe.
Како шамантно. Of beach, next to the docks. Immigrants here do not make it very far from the boats they come in on.
No, everyone seems happy where they are. It reminds them of the Black Sea or something. People leave home to hang around the people they ran away from. Well, look, Chunno, it's just temporary for us, though. Our sights are set for the top mansions in Bircham, penthouse in Algonquin, a model on each arm. Me and my cousin Nico, rulers of the world. Great! I got pansies to torment. Come on. Oh, was that an earthquake? Fucking chill, man. Fuck. Great. Now you can ride this one.
And we are ready for the grand finale.
What happened?
Okay. The game only runs nicely when you are facing the sea. So, the benchmark result was 54 frames per second. To tell you the truth, it is better than I expected. I was getting around 59 to 60 on the 2500K with a significantly higher clock, of course. The frame rate is what you saw, not very steady due to scenery change, of course, and the frame times seem to have a huge problem. I do not remember if the Sandy Bridge was the same, but we will see that in the analysis later. The GPU usage is of course once again very low due to extreme CPU limits, and we can see here why these CPU limits manifest themselves. One of the cores is close to maxed out. There is another one doing some work here, but overall the game code cannot possibly take advantage of the CPU resources. So overall the CPU usage is not very good. We can see in the total CPU usage it is even lower than 40%. That means a lot of thread switching, etc. Hyperthreading is not doing much work. CPU temps are okay. GPU temps are also very good. 2 GHz for the core clock throughout the run. RAM usage at 4.2 GB and 1.4 GB for the video RAM. Okay, now let's go to the comparison of the two GPUs. I'm going to, I don't know which I'm opening first. Okay, let's go. Give me a moment. I'm going to open my previous one first since I am on my network drive. Benchmarks GTA IV 2016. This is the one of the 1070. Indeed, 60 frames per second. I remembered well, and I'm now going to open the GTX 1070 with the i7-860. I'm not doing anything wrong, you idiot. I need this one, which I just did. So 54 frames per second for the 860, close to 60 frames per second for the Sandy Bridge, with another 4 frames per second of comparable difference, 5 frames per second. Let's see the visualization first. Frame times not the greatest. We do have a lot of variability in a large scale. Actually they jump from 8 milliseconds to 26 and again up and down all the time. And the interframe frame times are not stellar either. We have some small spikes. Let me see if it was the same for the Sandy Bridge. Yes, no big difference. Variability is very bad for both runs. Of course it is better for the Sandy Bridge processor. The stuttering is also worse on the 860. Time spent beyond 16.7 milliseconds was 50% for the Sandy Bridge. It is 59% for the 860. Considering the badly threaded nature of this game and the higher clock of the Sandy Bridge CPU, I would expect a bigger difference, to tell you the truth. Frame times are all over the place. This is the first time I'm seeing such frame times. That's why we have the immense variability. Let me see if it was the same for the Sandy Bridge. A little more compacted, but still very scattered. We can see here the two runs, not exactly frame by frame comparable, but you can see the differences. I was a few seconds apart in the same scenes. Overall a little better for the Sandy Bridge CPU, but not a lot better. The frame rate follows the same principle, a little higher for the 2500K in the orange line, but nothing too serious. This huge spike is during the end part in both runs, where the frame rate goes way up. Min, max and average a little better on the Sandy Bridge CPU. I am really surprised by these results, to tell you the truth. I honestly expected a bigger difference. The variability is a little higher on the Linfield, on the 860, and the stuttering too. Maybe the extra cache of the Core i7 helps in this run, I don't know. The 99th percentile is not very good for both systems. Actually, it is bad. We have to move all the way to around 44th percentile to actually get decent frame times for both systems, but overall it is a little better for the Sandy Bridge with the orange line. The same for the time spent beyond curve, a little faster on the Sandy Bridge. And lastly, the comparable frame rate, really bad for both systems. At least for the Sandy Bridge it reaches around 40-45 frames per second almost. Bad variability and stuttering for both systems, and in any case it is not a very good frame rate to play any game, especially this one, which is an open world game. There is no salvation, my friends. This game needs a stellar CPU, and I'm not sure where I will find it. It would be nice if I had some better systems to test, but at least now I have the benchmarking data and I will compare them with any future systems. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you on my next video.